Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. At Forrester, Carter recaps that hope for the future is underperforming. Hope reminds Steffy she said she'd give him a chance. Ridge grunts that they did give her a chance. Steffy reminds Hope they're running a business. Hope says, well, let me ask you again, are you ending hope for the future? At Il Giardino, Liam tells Will he's proud to be his family. He thinks it's cool how defensive he's of Katie. Cleric appears and Liam introduces him to Will. Deacon says he's Liam's ex-father-in-law and jokes about Bill getting irregular. They set aside a president for his pride. Deacon explains to Will that he and his old man go way back and most of it's not affable. Liam doesn't suppose Bill hates him as much as he thinks he does. Talk turns to Luna and the murders. Cleric isn't sure he'll ever wrap his mind around it, but he's glad Bill escaped unscathed. Liam says Will's mama was looking out for him. At Bill's place, he and Katie talk about how happy they're that Will is back and settling in nicely. Bill says it means he gets to see further of his mama and her gorgeous smile. You feel happy? Katie says that at that moment she's veritably happy. Bill feels the same way. He's thankful to have her to lean on. Katie tells him she'll always be there for him. Bill has a brilliant idea. He asks her to textbook Will to come over so they can have family time. At Forrester, Hope and Brooke suppose this is particular. Hope's line is a part of her identity. Ridge insists it's not. Carter reiterates that the figures aren't where they need to be. Steffy tells her Pater. This is her call. Hope tells Steffy this is her chance. Steffy says she's wrong, I'm not putting an end to your line. At Il Giardino, Deacon offers Liam and Will Kate. They just want espresso to go. Cleric appreciates them coming by and says business is picking up, but it's not the same without Tom and Hollis. Will gets a textbook from Katie asking him to come to Bill's. Liam teases, did you scratch Dad's auto again? Cleric jokes about Bill making the ballet bubble wrap his auto. He wonders if the Joe knows how lucky he's to have Katie. Will muses, you would hope so, Cleric. You really would. Deacon feels if he has any smarts, he'll do whatever it takes to get her back and not lose her. At Bill's place, Katie tells him they need to get on the same runner before Will gets there. He insists he's been bite. Katie finds this suspect. She knows how important he loves Will, but he needs to rein it in a bit. He has his own opinions and likes to suppose for himself. Bill chuckles that he's like his mama. She reminds Bill it's not a job interview, he's formerly his father. He's just not the same sprat they dropped off at boarding academy. She finds it sweet that he wants to bond with him and suggests he take it easy and not dominate the discussion. Bill suppositions she's saying he should be himself, but not be himself. He'll let Will do up most of the talking. Will arrives and Bill thanks him for coming. He asks, why'd you guys want to see me? At Forrester, Steffy thinks bouncing hope for the future would fix the fiscal drain, but in the history it's been really profitable. 10 to 15 times from now, the youthful woman will be wearing couture. They need to get the line back on track. Surprised, Hope thanks her for her belief in the line and for giving them another chance. They wouldn't let her down. After the meeting, Brooke tells Ridge and Taylor that went better than anticipated. Ridge says it threw him for a circle. Taylor's surprised Steffy didn't give him a heads up. Brooke didn't see it coming, neither did Hope. She set up it veritably develop. Taylor says he SEO CEO for a reason. She always makes the right decision for the company. She trusts that Steffy knows what she's doing. Brooke thinks the line is veritably important to Forrester. Wouldn't you agree? Ridge doesn't respond. In the design office, Hope is streamlining Zend with the good news by phone when Steffy knocks and comes in. Hope disconnects and says Zend is veritably agitated. Steffy tells her that her line has what it takes when done rightly. She can see the eventuality, that's why she didn't kill it. Hope's agitated for her to see the coming collection. She admits the platoon's been anxious. It was big of her to keep it professional and keep their particular issues out of the office. Steffy would no way make it particular, as long as you do what I say. At Bill's place, he tells Will they wanted some family time. Will asks if they're getting back together. They say no, but Bill asks, would that be so bad? Will shrugs, if it's what Mama wants. Katie changes the subject and addresses about the awful recollections they made there. Bill would like to make further family recollections there. They decide it's time for a Spencer family clinch and compass Will. At Forrester, Brooke tells Ridge it sounded like he was taking a hard line with Hope before. He grunts that her line is in freefall. Brooke sighs that it just sounded like he'd have supported Steffy if she'd decided to scrap the line. Taylor complains that Brooke is putting him on the spot. Brooke just wants an answer to her question. She wants to hear that he would have agreed with Steffy if she'd cut the line. In the design office, Hope asks Steffy, there's a condition? Steffy replies that there's one in particular. Hope says, just let me know, and I'll try to make it be. Steffy reminds Hope she kissed her hubby. Duent turn into Brooke Logan. I earn a certain position of respect around then as your superior, as a woman. And as a woman. So, if I indeed get the fewest hint that you're making a play for my hubby, if you look at him erroneously, your line, hope for the future is done. It's gone. Do you understand me? If you want any stopgap for your future, don't cross the line with my hubby ever again. Locked Luna Nozawa may find someone behind bars who'll take a real shine to her. Since Sheila Carter Sharp is happily wedded and moved on, perhaps Mike Guthrie is ready for a majority extremity and a not-so-sweet youthful thing. Everything's co-ed, including the incarcerations in some places it seems like, especially since numerous incarcerations are intimately run. The new possessors have made broad changes, like allowing captures a computer room to suds the web, or co-ed meeting apartments. These are luxuries substantially swung to those who have the stylish jest. And it's been well over a time since the last time Mike helped Sheila. He's been in captivity since December 2023 for helping Sheila, but with her now vindicated he's had no mischief to make, after being obsessed with her for times. Sheila has ain't gone to visit or communicate with Mike that's known of, and he has no family, except a family Martin Guthrie he has ain't seen in times. So, chances are, Mike's a enough lonely Joe, since the usual internee types ain't generally want to be musketeers with a former captivity guard. Mike Guthrie zeroes in on the new youngish girl in the co-ed room. It would be surprising indeed if the captivity officers indeed allow Luna in a co-ed visiting room with lower than maximum security, but Mike notices she's being wearied. Just like in the men's part, the women's part also has their captivity scale whose rules must be adhered if one wants to stay safe. It turns out their co-ed visiting area is actually the captivity lunchroom, and the private possessors combined the lunchroom to save costs. Indeed, though everyone's hands are free, their bases are manacled. So, if someone's in trouble, it's a little delicate to escape. Indeed, though everyone's bases are manacled, a group of captivity bullies can still really hurt a newbie. Mike depths in on what's passing to Luna, and the old captivity guard within intervenes and breaks it up. Commodity about Luna reminds Mike of Sheila. Commodity about Luna reminds Mike of a youngish Sheila, not in her aesthetics but in how she handles herself and how she acts. After he chases the bullies down, they sit together in the lunchroom and start talking, and he finds out she knows Sheila. In fact, she's John Finnegan's consanguineous kinsman. Of course she lies and tells him she was set up for murders her mama committed, and she's so credible Mike feels sorry for her. It isn't long before Mike has a majority extremity crush on Luna, and she can tell, and that's when she starts involving him in her plan. Just like he did so numerous times with Sheila, he involves himself in helping Luna plan an escape.